Yo, good morning, besties. I need to talk about my modeling career because it has been a wreck, okay? I quit halfway through. By the way, I just woke up, so we're going to get coffee soon. But I honestly quit halfway through. It was the most dramatic time of my life. Like, it was shit, okay? Like, and I've been through a lot in the whole modeling space, the whole industry. I've had people tell me I'm fat. I've had people tell me I'm too thin. I've had people, like, the whole modeling industry is so fucking toxic. And I'm happy that I can model for Lifted now. And I can kind of do it the way that I want to do it. Because, holy shit, you guys, there are some creepy ass photographers out there. And I know you guys know this because you probably worked with some of them. And it is a mission to be sifting through all these people and, you know, trying to make money at the same time. So I just kind of want to talk about it in case any of you guys are like thinking about modeling, because I know it was my dream for the longest time to be a model or to be like, yeah, a model. Like, honestly, I just wanted to have my face on the cover of every magazine. But realistically now, I don't really want that. Anyways, we need to talk about it. And I need a coffee, like ASAP. It is snowing so much outside, you guys. It is so shit. I'm going to get a coffee. Guys, I got my coffee. This is like the one thing that I look forward to every day. Coffee. Sounds so lame. Yum. Okay, I started modeling, you guys. When was that? Like 2018? I think it was 2018. And I'm going to tell you about my first shoot. But first, I have to watch my YouTube video that is going up this Friday, which is tomorrow. So I have to watch it, review it, make sure it's all good, and then I'll tell you guys the story. Yeah. Yum, this feeds my soul. What the fuck? So while I was watching that video, you guys, I just ordered $115 worth of makeup. Why? That's a good question. And I'm not 100% sure how to answer that. But, oh, I didn't order it yet. I'm going to place it right now. The only reason that I did is I wanted some like lip stains to try out because I've seen girls post about like lip stains and lip tints and stuff, and I've never really tried it. So I was like, I may as well try it. So I got a bunch just in case I don't like them. Tried to do some research, but you know. So I'm gonna do my lashes. And we're gonna talk about how I got into modeling because, guys, like, modeling was like my fucking dream, I swear. I'll just move this over so you guys can see my stash. In case you guys wanted to know, these are the lashes that I use. And honestly, like, I like them just because when I am modeling, I hate it when it's like you have like half a set of like lash extensions on, because that's just fucking annoying. And I'm that person that picks at my lash extensions and it's just not fun. So I put these on. They also don't really rip off my lashes because I'm on this like lash growth journey. And this is definitely helping. So when I was getting into modeling, well, I feel like it was just a crazy start. Like, I was working in a bar and one of the photographers at the bar was like, hey, we should totally shoot sometime. And I was like, yeah, because like I want to be a model. And, you know, I had gone to like different like agencies and none of them would take me because I was just not the look that they were looking for. Like, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have taken me either. I was just like this desperate little whatever I was. It's not like I was really fit. It's not like I was really skinny. I wasn't like overweight or anything, but like, you know, I wasn't like the model vibe that everyone's looking for. And like in any sense, in no sense was I that. So I was like trying my best to get in with these agencies. Keep in mind, like even Earls wouldn't hire me. Like I wasn't like, wow, now that I talk about it, I feel like maybe I was just really ugly. But anyway, like what the fuck? Wow, I was like, I got turned down so much when I was younger. Yeah, so Earls wouldn't hire me. I wasn't getting taken at the agencies. I also had tattoos, and I feel like every time I went in, they were like, oh, you have tattoos, like this is gonna be really difficult. And you know what the problem was? Like all these agencies were like, we're gonna get to my first photo shoot soon. But all these agencies were like, oh, like you have to spend $500 on headshots, and then you have to spend this much on this, and then you have to build your own portfolio and whatever. And of course, like I was so new, like I was like, I don't have any photographer friends to help me out with this. Like I have to spend so much money just to start this fucking career. Like fuck this. Like it was actually really expensive, and like they were trying to like really push me into it, but into like paying for a lot of it. And I was like, no. So eventually I went to do this first photo shoot, and it was like an activewear kind of shoot. Keep in mind, like I wasn't that active. Like, yeah, I was still like, I wasn't even that skinny. I was almost like, I should find the photos. Let me find the photos for you. They were just awful. Like they weren't awful, but they were not good. I was like, even my hair color wasn't like on point. Like I was just like, why am I going into this career looking like this? And I'm not even happy with how I look. So that was probably like, you know how people say get a photo shoot done when you want your confidence boosted? My confidence just went down like a lot. Like I'm gonna move you guys. It like killed my confidence, this photo shoot. So that was not cool. Yeah. So basically after that, I don't think I went to another shoot because I was like, this is awful. And it just didn't really go very well. I'm trying to think if I went to other photo shoots. I don't think I did. Oh my God, I totally fucking did. The same guy. Whoa, I did. So this one, oh my God, I totally remember this. This was a shoot in a studio. So he had a studio, and he was like testing out lighting and shit, which I was like, why would I not help you out? Like, you know, why not? Just be a good friend. And then I got those photos back, and I was like, ew, why do I look like this? Like, I don't know, you guys. I think I had this vision of what I wanted to look like. But then I saw the photos, and I like was really toxic about like what I actually looked like. And so then I quit. I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I am clearly ugly, and I don't deserve to be on camera. And then that was around the time that I talked to like my friends back in Regina, and one of them said that one of his friends said that I have a dude face, like a man's face. And so that completely kills my confidence. And then I just stopped modeling. Oh my God, I totally forgot about the shoot in Cuba. Why? I feel like I'm forgetting all of this. So when I went to Cuba with my aunt, we did a photo shoot. Don't get me wrong, it was a great photo shoot. Some of the pictures turned out really good, but some of the pictures also didn't turn out very good. And I was like, ew. Again, like, why do I keep putting myself in front of the camera when I'm not even confident in myself anyways? Like, I clearly didn't love myself back then. So, okay, so after these 3 shoots, this is when I was like, I am not doing this. Like, I'm done. Like, I feel awful about myself every time I'm in front of the camera. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, and nobody's really teaching me. Then, yeah, I was just like, this is awful. Like, I actually genuinely felt shit about myself, you guys. So by this point, I was like, I'm like never stepping in front of another camera again. These dreams of being this Instagram influencer and model have died, and I'm not doing it. Just not happening. I just felt literally awful. Nothing that I was doing was really helping. It was only making it worse. So I was like, guys, I'm done. Like, no more of this bullshit. So now that I'm thinking back, I feel like this was the stage of my life because this all happened in Vancouver. And in Vancouver was when I was like in that like binge eating bullshit cycle, you know? So that's, I think, when it all happened. Like, I just didn't feel good about myself. I was constantly drinking. Okay, it was fun though. I drank with my friend Soph. And Soph and I, we didn't drink to get like we drank to get fucked up. But I think we were also just at that age. Like, we were both like 21, I think. Or were we 20? 21, 20-ish. Honestly, neither of us were dating anyone, so we were just kind of fucking around. Like, both single, both just going out to the bars all the time. And not that we were going to the bars for the dudes. We were going to the bars and we would have competitions on how many free shots we could get. And that's what we would do. Like, I remember this one time I was standing at the bar and I got us 10 tequila shots from one person. Like, they just bought us 10 tequila shots. I was fucked. Like, because I was like, yeah, I could totally take 10 because of course I was drunk and whatever. There was multiple times when she would get us both drinks from the same dude, and it was just like, we were just kind of, it was just kind of a game to us. Like, we weren't interested in like any of these guys, but like, it was just like, we were broke as fuck and we wanted to go out and we were like, let's go get drinks, I guess. Sorry, Mom, this is what we did. And it was a great time. Like, Soph was so fun. She was so fun. We also got our boobs done together. Like, we were just best friends. And like, I feel like if I saw her, we would still be the fucking same. Like, we would go day drinking all the time. This is cute. But that was also the time that I was like, I was gaining weight. I feel like a lot of it came from my self-esteem. Like, a lot of it came from the self-esteem, and the modeling thing didn't fucking help. Being turned down by a bunch of bars, being turned down by like, just all these agencies, and just being basically turned down by everyone. So then I moved to New Zealand a couple years later because I hadn't modeled since in that. And then I was like, moved to New Zealand. That's kind of when it began again. So I'm going to finish my lashes. Then I'm going to tell you how I kind of reignited the model spark, but it actually worked this time, you know? So I'll be back. Making breakfast, as you can see. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm listening to this podcast actually about sex because I mean, we all have to listen to that. We don't, but I just wanted to share some stuff with you because I'm like, oh my God. So, okay, first of all, I don't know why, but I feel like I like to talk about sex. And the only reason that I like to talk about sex is I feel like it's not talked about enough. And it's something that I wanted to talk about on my podcast a lot because people are not getting information that like they should be. And I think it's important. Like, I think that sex is actually important. And I mean, yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel, you guys. I think I've realized over the years that sex is actually important, and I think that, but it depends who you are. Some people it's not important to them. I feel like for me it's important to me. I don't know why, don't ask me. I just think it is. Anyways, did you know that resistance training increases your sex drive? And also healthy fats do? You're welcome. Any girls that are on a diet right now that are like cutting out healthy fats and cutting out food in general, it's probably affecting your sex drive. I know that women have a struggle with like sex drive because basically, okay, we're gonna move because I actually want to sit down for this conversation. I'm just gonna sit on the stool. And we're gonna have a fucking conversation about sex, you guys. So basically, people talk about like how, okay, women always have like a lower sex drive than men, right? I don't think this is true. I honestly just think we all approach sex differently. Not that women have a lower sex drive, but I've listened to 2 podcasts that have said this now, is that men, when like they are more, okay, what is this called? I forget what they called it, but it's like when they see someone attractive, like say a guy saw his girlfriend, they would want to have sex right away, right? Because they're like, oh my God, you're so attractive and whatever. They're just like, whereas women, they're more situational. So they have to like, that's why people talk about foreplay and shit. It's like you have to more get into it and you have to be like as soon as say your boyfriend starts touching you or whatever, it's kind of more like, okay, now I kind of like that. Okay, now I can, you know, we're more inclined to say no right away because we haven't had that kind of like slowly getting into it kind of thing, you know, like I forget, I wish I remembered what they called this. I got it. There's spontaneous desire and responsive desire. So obviously men have a little bit more of that spontaneous desire where they will see someone and be like, oh my God, like I want to fuck, basically. Whereas girls and women have more of like a responsive desire. So like we are right away, like, I mean, sometimes we are, but we're not right away like, oh my God, yeah, I want to have sex or whatever. We kind of have to have that responsive vibe. So like, this is so fucking random and I don't know why I'm putting this in my YouTube video, but I'm just listening to it and I was like, I want to talk about sex. Anyways, so we have more of the responsive kind of desire. So like, we more respond to a man, you know, making out or like, you know, we have to kind of be in that moment and we have to like, well, like we're not just going to say yes right away. And I think that's the thing is like, they were just talking about how like most people have learned sex from porn because did you know that in like most of the states, which I'm assuming Canada is kind of the same, it's not a requirement to have like any sort of sex education. Did you know that? Isn't that fucked up? Did you know that like sex actually affects our like mental health and shit? Like it actually affects like us as a fucking human being? Isn't that crazy? I was listening to, okay, this is like, I don't know why I'm so interested in this shit. But I was listening to this other doctor that's like, I started actually prescribing people to start masturbating more because they needed to like, whatever, orgasm more because it's actually healthy for us to do that. Like, I feel like right now we're learning so much about health stuff and like, they're actually finally doing, here's another thing that I learned is that hormones, they wanted to do hormone testing a long fucking time ago. We all know that our hormones are a huge fucking deal right now. And they wanted to do it, these women wanted to do it years ago. And the male doctors that they asked to do this with declined it because they were like, fuck women, we don't really care. And it was when like all this women's rights stuff was going on. We would be so much further ahead, you guys. We would be so much further ahead. Yeah, I am just happy that people are actually fucking talking about this shit now because honestly, like, we as people just need to know this. Like, I feel like health is so important. Did you know that your sleep affects your sex drive? Your sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, it like lowers your sex drive, which is fine, whatever. If you want a low sex drive, I don't care. But like, The fuck? Why are we just learning this stuff? Anyways, I am gonna continue making this. I'm making tofu scrambled kind of vibe. I added more bacon because I obviously want more protein, and I am going to make 2 pieces of toast with it. This has just been my breakfast for a while, and yeah, protein, besties. And then we'll get into the next story about how I started modeling in New Zealand. Yay! We are back for another story time. Guys, we need to talk about how I got back into modeling, and that happened when I was in New Zealand, and it didn't really happen normally. Like, I didn't just be like, oh, I want to just go to a shoot. I'm also gonna go to a cafe, so I thought I would tell you guys this story. I'm full as fuck after that breakfast and the protein shake. I'm like dying. But it's good. I'm trying to up my protein, so 1.5 scoops of protein, and then soy milk. Soy milk has a lot of protein. It does have some fat, but mostly protein, so that's good. If you have like dairy issues, try like soy milk and like oat milk, because it saves you so much issues. Like even ice cream, like the oat ice cream and shit that we get now, I'm like amazed that it tastes that good. So if you have dairy issues, do that. Okay, anyways, so if you guys didn't listen to like my whole job situation, I started this brand in New Zealand, and it was like a t-shirt thing. And when I did that, I was looking for models and photographers to work with for the t-shirts. And so I found this model, B. She was fucking awesome. We still keep in touch. She's had a baby and everything. I went to her wedding. Like, oh my God, she was amazing. And so B, and then I had this photographer that I worked with, and he was awesome. Like, I worked with him multiple different times in New Zealand. But basically, I owned the company. And not even a company, this t-shirt brand thing, whatever. So I owned this thing. We had this shoot, and I brought her along, he came, we all kind of shot together. I wasn't in any of the shots. I was just like there to make sure that I was happy with the photos. And she seemed to know what she was doing. Like, she was an awesome fucking model. She'd been modeling for a while. And then he looked at me and he was like, you should model this clothing. And she was like, yeah, honestly, like, why don't you just model it? Like, you're gorgeous. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not stepping in front of a camera again. Like, it's not my thing. I'm not doing this. And so I didn't. Well, I didn't want to. Then I got another model from there, and guys, the thing about models that if you don't pay them, they probably won't show up most of the time. Like, there's usually something more important. Like, obviously, nobody's going to put priority on something that they're not getting paid for unless they're doing it with their friend. Like, I mean, think about it. If you were going somewhere and you weren't getting paid, like in my head, I don't really cancel shoots and stuff, because I do think that making connections and knowing other photographers, knowing someone that can own a business, that kind of thing, like, for me, it's great. I think of more networking than I do actually shooting. But for most people, they're going to cancel and it's going to be whatever. So she canceled, and she canceled like an hour before the shoot. And I was like, oh my God. So I low-key thought that she might cancel, so I was like, hey, like, I need these photos. Like, I'm trying to run a brand. Like, I can't just not have a model. So I had to model myself, and I mean, the photos were great. Like, I was like really happy with them. Maybe I can find them. I'll try to find them and throw one up if I can. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, now I want to start shooting, because this shoot went way better than any of my other shoots. The only thing was like, so I did that and I thought it was great. And I started modeling again. The only thing was like, I was so fucking toxic about it, you guys. Like tonight, okay, I was supposed to have a shoot tonight. We just canceled it because the weather's like, it's just snowy and gray and whatever. I'll show you guys when I go to the cafe. It's just ugly outside. And lighting is everything for photo shoots. So like, there's no point in doing it if we're not gonna get good photos. I was so toxic about it. So like tonight I have a shoot and like, I'm eating just a normal day's food. Like I just don't really care. Like it's fine. But like I wouldn't eat before my photo shoots. Like if I had a photo shoot tonight and it was years ago when I first started, I would barely eat anything. Like I'd probably just eat fruit all day because I was like, oh, I don't want to be bloated and I want to be as skinny as possible and whatever. And I was so fucking toxic. Like I literally remember that like it was yesterday, and then I'd get a pizza after because I like haven't eaten anything all day, which is whatever. But that is literally just the industry. So like I was at a shoot the other day actually, and like the girls said the same thing. Like I'm not gonna eat before my shoot, and then like, you know, I'm just gonna get a pizza after. And it's such a toxic industry to be in, if I'm being honest. Even now, like my relationship with food is so much better, but it's still really toxic being around that. Like it's just like, why the fuck is that how we're thinking? Like why? I understand that we want the photos to be the best of the best and whatever, but it is such a fucking toxic thing to be around. So if you're wanting to get into the model industry and stuff, just be aware of that. And like, just like, it's just fucking hard, you know? Like what, like, I just don't like that way of thinking. Like I think now I just have this better way of thinking about it. But I actually have a couple stories of just like I had this one photographer, he was like so fucking creepy, like so creepy. He was in New Zealand and oh my God, I'm gonna tell you after I go to the cafe. But okay, so I've got a couple stories to tell you. So creepy photographer stories there's so many of them. There's so many. And like there's these groups now with models that you can actually give your you can actually share like, oh, I'm having a shoot with this photographer, like what are your thoughts? And it's like a safety group kind of thing, because this stuff can get actually pretty bad, you know, like anyone can fucking pick up a camera and say that they're a photographer, not that they're going to be good and stuff, but a lot of girls are not going to do research. Like a lot of girls are just going to go to these shoots. It is really good to have an agency for that reason. I'm going to tell you another story. So I signed up with an agency in New Zealand and I had the most toxic things happen in the agency. And I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, get me out of here. Like, it was just like not cool. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to go to the cafe. I have a lot of stuff to work on. So right now I'm going to work on I've been starting to schedule stuff on the stories for Lifted, which saves me a lot of time. But I am doing all the social media myself, so it is a lot of work, and I like to do it all just sitting in a cafe and getting it done in one sitting. So I'm going to do a lot of the stories and stuff, get the posts ready. You guys know I'm doing unhinged posts on Lifted, so it takes me a minute to think of some unhinged captions. I also like to do the app notifications at the same time. So if you're on the app, you've seen the app notifications. They are also fucking unhinged, and I love them so much because they're fun to make. So I'm going to go do those. Obviously, I'm going to smoke a joint before I get there because it helps me focus. And what else did I have to do? Oh, I have to work on the sizing charts for the stuff on the website. And then I also have to just message my suppliers back because we're working on the men's stuff a lot. So I'm really wanting to get some men's shorts, joggers, and then also tank tops. But I'm also looking at getting the V2 leggings. If you guys have seen those, I've worn them a couple times. There's a couple different colors. What else? Oh, those new sports bras I really like. So I'm ordering those. And then I'm going to get the posts ready for the sample. I don't know if I can get all of this done in one sitting at a cafe, but I'm gonna fucking try, okay? Because I need to get this stuff done. Yeah, so no editing today, just a lot of scheduling posts, that kind of thing, sorting everything, getting to emails and stuff. I'm trying to put everything in a big warehouse, so there's a lot of stuff that I have to sort on my end before I can do that. And yeah, but let's go to the cafe, you guys. I need to get shit done. Okay, so I was in the cafe and the fire alarm started going off, so I'm going home. It's still snowing. And yeah, I'm hungry. But I did get a lot done, so that's cool. And now I can take packages to the post office, so yay. Okay, it's kind of cold. It's not the vibe. Okay guys, when I say that I regret cutting my bangs, I mean I regret cutting my bangs. I always have it like behind my ears now. Okay, so we went to the cafe. I got home, James was home, so I stole the car because I was like, I need to take packages, and I also got some packages, so I brought them with because if you have me on Snap, I feel like you'll know what this is, but I thought we could open them together. I'm gonna open this one first. They're here, you guys. We did it. We did it. Look at this. Look at this. How do people really put these on though? I don't know. But what a fucking vibe. I honestly, you guys, just want to be the baddest bitch in the gym. And I think this is how I do it. Look at this. I just think I need to like figure out how the fuck to wear them because I need some hair at the front. Okay. How is this? And I need my eyebrows to really pop when I wear these. Might have to wear a bit more like makeup. Honestly, yes. Why has this just become a thing? It's like almost comforting to have something on your head. Like when you have a hood up or you have a hat on. This is my favorite lip gloss that I've been using lately. It's Refi. And I mean, it speaks for itself. Does it not? Oh, this bandana is the vibe. It's the vibe. How, oh, cute. I just need to figure out how the fuck to put them on because I need them to be cute as fuck. And I feel like I need to look at the back and what the back looks like. But this is so cute. Could you imagine if I like curled my hair and I had it like really, with like a black outfit on in the gym? Shut up. I would work so much harder than what I am right now. And I'm trying to grow my quads right now. So this is perfect. Okay, let's open the next one. I just dropped off packages. Thanks to anyone that ordered. Like I said, I'm looking to get into a warehouse, but that shit is hard work. I know what this is. Okay, so, oh, cute. They came like so cute looking. These are tank tops. So I always wear tank tops like around the house to bed and stuff. And I just felt like it has been a hot minute since I bought myself something that isn't lifted. So I was like, just do it. Like, just do it for once in your life. For once. One time. And these are actually really cute. Like they're just basic fucking tank tops. Like I could wear them out if I wanted to or whatever. Cute. And it comes in 3 colors. So black, white, brown, and green. I think you could pick your colors if you wanted to, but that's what I chose. So yeah, this is such a vibe though. I need to get like almost more jewelry to pull off this fucking look, but we're almost there. Like, I think it's cute as fuck. Because you guys know that I'm kind of like hippie vibes. So this is just gonna be my like summer vibe. Oh my god, you guys. I found myself. This is me. This is so me. This is so fucking me. Like how, oh my god. Hood up, bandana on. I've done it. All I need is some fucking eyeliner and we're good. Maybe some lip liner. Anyways, So let's talk about, guys, I have to tell you, you guys, I almost forgot. I have to tell you this creepy fucking story. So I worked with this photographer in New Zealand, and don't get me wrong, he was fine at the beginning, like fine. And then we met up, and like, I never go to someone's house first. Like, that is just, if you're doing that shit as a model, that's just creepy. Don't do that. Like, it's just don't. Like, you just don't know whose house you're going to. So I met up with this guy, and obviously we did it in a park. I was like, we're going outside because I've never met you before. None of my friends could come with me, and usually I didn't want my friends there. Like, I'm pretty professional at shoots, so I can usually hold my own. But yeah, I met up with him, and this was like at the beginning kind of my model career. And like, I thought I was hot shit, whatever. And I still think I'm hot shit. I'm just kidding. But okay, so when we met up, he like got me to sign these papers that were like, oh, like, I forget if he owned all the photos. I think it was actually that I owned all the photos. To be honest, you guys, I should have probably read the paper, but I was young and stupid, so I didn't read the paper, and I just signed it. But then he's like, so what kind of vibe do you want? And I was like, oh, just like streetwear kind of vibe, like active wear, like, you know, I'm really getting into the fitness space, like, you know, that's the kind of vibe. And I think that's what we talked about over Instagram. And then he's like, oh yeah, like, I'll just show you some of my work lately. And it was like all with like girls with like, not that their nips were out, but they were like almost out. And I was like, I'm just not comfortable with that. Like, that's not my thing. And he's like, oh yeah, no, that's okay. And then he asked me again, he's like, oh, would you do any sort of like, you know, anything with like, you know, anything showing or whatever. And I was like, oh no, like, you know, and he was like, you wouldn't do like topless stuff. And I was like, nah, it's just like not really my vibe. Like, I was like, can you fucking stop? And then like throughout this shoot, like I was pretty stern on like, that's not what I want. Like, you know, I still wanted good photos, so I stayed, which is so fucking stupid. Like, I should have just got a camera myself. But anyways, and then throughout the shoot he kept asking, and I was like, it's just not something that I do. I'm not comfortable with that, like, especially on our first shoot. Like, it's just not something that I want, like, you know. And I was like, just like, stop, like, no. And like, it just kept going on the entire shoot, and like, I could not get out of that faster, you guys. Like, at that point I was like, oh my god, like, I need to leave. And yeah, I never ended up doing it because I was like, dude, like, this is not what I agreed to. And I didn't even realize that was his vibe. Like, if I had known that, I would have said no. But I think he kept his page like pretty not like that, so that he could ask girls, like, because I'm sure lots of girls, like, I feel like I'm pretty stern in what I want, and I know, like, if I'm not comfortable around you and you're asking that shit, like, no, like. And yeah, that was just, yeah. But I could imagine that some new models would totally do it, because why the fuck wouldn't they? Like, why would they say no when they're like on this shoot, and you know, like, and he's trying to be professional, making you sign something and whatever. And I'm just like, oh dude, like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was one of my just like fuck off kind of stories. Like, dude, like, I'm not doing this, and like, it's not what we agreed to, and like, don't be fucking creepy. Like, that's just, don't, you know. I've also heard stories that, like, I don't even know, like, what are my, oh my god, I actually have this story for you. I honestly, Mom, if you're watching this, like, you probably dealt with the same shit in modeling. I feel like she probably stopped watching during the sex part, but if she's watching this, like, this is not the vibe. So I feel like I'm spilling too much tea now. So, which is kind of what I want to do. Anyway, so I go on this shoot, and it is in New Zealand again. And it's like this old guy, nothing towards old guys, but like, I was like, you are like too old to be holding a camera. Oh my god, I'm like spilling so much tea. I can't believe I actually did this, you guys. Like, I was just young and stupid, and like, yeah. So, okay, so it's like an hour away, but like, if I'm being honest, New Zealand was really worth it. Like, the photos and stuff that I got from New Zealand were gorgeous, and like all on these gorgeous beaches and stuff. And so I drove an hour away to meet this guy, right? And obviously it was on like a beach. Like, I am just that person that, like, I need to feel safe. If I'm working with someone that I don't really know, I have to feel safe. Oh my God, I actually forgot. I broke my finger in the shoot. You guys, I forgot about this. Oh my God. Okay, so this is so funny. So I meet with this old guy and whatever. He is fine. He's the nicest fucking old guy at first, right? At first, okay? And just keep that in mind. So we go to this beach. Well, we're at this beach. We meet at this beach. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll bring some outfits and whatever. And I was just like, yeah, like I have outfits too. It's fine. Like we don't need to use your outfits. Like, I don't know what you have. And so he's showing me like these, like, it was actually really nice. Like they were like these like material drape things that like would have looked gorgeous if you like had them in the wind and whatever. And like we were on this gorgeous beach with like, it was just nice. Okay. And of course I just brought like some bikinis and whatever, because I was like, it's a beach shoot. Like this is kind of my vibe. It's kind of what I was into when I was in New Zealand. And I was actually and I was really fucking skinny. So it just worked, you know? And then I also started working with some like swimwear brands. So it just like kind of worked that I was working with photographers and them, and it just like, it all fit together. But anyways, so we're looking in this guy's like trunk, basically. Don't worry, I didn't get kidnapped, you guys. So we're looking in this guy's trunk at like these like drapes and whatever that he's bringing. And I'm like, that's great. We can throw them in my bag, and if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. Like if they don't fit the colors of my bikinis, then I'm not going to use them, you know? And oh my God, I went to close. I honestly think it was the back door, because I think he had like water or something in the back, which wasn't opened. Okay. So it was safe. Okay. Also, New Zealand people aren't crazy. Like, I don't trust people in Canada. I trust people in New Zealand. Okay. But oh my God, you guys, I shut the door on my finger, and I didn't know at the time, but it broke. But like, I slammed like this part of my finger in the door, and I kid you not, I almost cried, but I was like, it's fine. You just stubbed your finger. It obviously hurts because there's a lot of blood under your nail, and now it's just like, you know, throbbing and whatever. I do this entire shoot with this. I wish I could find a photo. I hope I can find a photo, because I did this entire shoot with a broken finger and I had no idea. And, it was fine, okay? It's not like it was a bad shoot. It was just kind of awkward, some of the shit that he would say, and I was kind of fucked off. Like halfway through, I was like, I have to go. Like there's no, like I honestly am like running short on time. It's an hour drive home. Like I have to go. But some of the shit that he would say, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like at one point he was like, look at the camera, like you're falling in love with the camera. And like, it was just weird. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just kind of a weird shoot. And like, I feel like I was just very uncomfortable the whole time. Like, it was just like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, and I did it with a broken fucking finger, and I didn't even know until like later on. I like literally cried because I stubbed my finger on something. It was like days later, and I was like, okay, why is this not getting better? Like, it should actually not hurt that much, to the point, like, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I don't usually cry over pain. And the fact that I was crying over my fucking finger, I was like, there's something wrong. So I went and got it checked, and it turns out it was broken. So that was just crazy. And I was like, what the actual fuck? And then I climbed a mountain within like 2 days of it being broken. It was great. It was a good time. Yeah, but that was those are just some creepy fucking stories that I've had. On to the next, though. I'm going home. I'm gonna eat. Probably go to the gym. Look at this fucking vibe that we have going on. I'm here for this. I'm here for this, like, vibe. This is the vibe. I'm so glad that I got this. I'm trying to shoot some more, like, darker gym content, and, like, I just love it. Anyways, bye, guys. I'll see you at home. So we're back at the house. I made it back. I'm making dumplings, and I wanted to show you guys which ones, because I've showed them before, but who knew that there was vegan, high protein dumplings? So in 4 of these dumplings, there's 14 grams of protein. What the fuck? Crazy, guys. 4 dumplings, 14 grams of protein. I have a story to tell you, and I talked about it this morning. Okay, you know how I was talking about the marketing agency that I signed up to in New Zealand? So you guys know that I went through that period of like not eating and I was like really skinny and like it was great. So I got my measurements done with them when I first started with them and it was fine, like whatever. Honestly, their jobs were pretty shit. Like they just, okay, they were an agency and this is something that I learned is don't sign up with an agency that like just thinks of you as a number, another number. Like that's kind of how they were. They weren't very personal and they didn't really know much about you and whatever. So fucking annoying. And I was talking to other people that I worked with from that agency and we were all just like kind of annoyed, you know? But basically, okay, I went back like a year later and this was so shitty. So I went in and this was probably when I was like, I've been working out for a couple months, like obviously growing some muscle. I was probably eating a little bit more. I felt like I was low key, like, you know, getting a better relationship with food. And I went in and the girl like did my measurements and then she's like, oh, you got fatter. And I was like, can you say that? Like, is that actually like, you can't really, like, I understand that you're an agency, but like, what the fuck? And so I was so annoyed. Like, I don't think you're like, I just think that's so fucking toxic. Like, that's so rude. And it's not even like I was fat, you guys. I literally was still fucking skinny. Like, it was probably, if you watched my glute video, it was probably after my first bulk, but not even. Like, it was probably like mid bulk. So it wasn't even like I was fat. Like, I still had abs at that point. And I was like, what the fuck? So like, yeah, I just was not, like, I was just not having it with that. And then, yeah, we just had a lot of issues with that agency. Like, if you join an agency, just make sure that you have an actual fucking agent that, like, they will get you better jobs. It's like, if you are just with an agency and you're not really close to them, like, they have so many people that they're dealing with that they don't really care about you. It's just like if you do, like, if you pay for, like, a marketing agency as a business, like, you're just another fucking person. Like, they don't really care. Like, you're another number. Whereas if you join, like, if you worked with a freelancer or something, they actually care about, like, the work that they're doing for you. So it's like, you're, like, working closely with them, I guess. It was just like, who the fuck says that? Especially to, like, younger girls. Like, I was, like, young, you know? It was just toxic. Oh, and then when I was growing up, okay, like, the reason that I wanted to model was my mom was a model, and my mom was always like, oh, I can, like, send you, you know, like, my agent and blah, 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 and you can start modeling and whatever. And that never fucking worked out, and I think that she never sent those because I was, like, kind of like a chubbier kid, and, like, you can't, like, you have to support your kid, but you can't really tell them that they're, like, chubby and stuff, you know? So she never sent my measurements or anything into this girl. It's just a toxic fucking industry. But yeah, my dumplings are done, so I'm just gonna, you know, deal with that. Do you guys want to see the beautiful dumplings? Gorge. They're so hot. These are like my favorite. They're just so easy to make and so good. Okay, that's really all I have about like my modeling career. I feel like after that, it's not even like a career, you guys. After that, I just kind of like, I did so many shoots in New Zealand. And then when I got back here to Canada, I kind of just slowed down. Like I do shoots every once in a while and stuff, but I feel like now I'm just shooting for Lifted, like completely, which I miss like doing like creative shoots and stuff. I feel like we're going to start doing some more of them, but Lifted comes first. But yeah, I feel like it actually worked out though, because from all the shoots that I've done, I learned a lot about lighting and posing. I'm still learning about lighting. I'm not that good, but I kind of learned, you know, you kind of pick up on a couple things. And then just like posing, I definitely learned a lot about posing. So that definitely helps me just behind the camera, like, or in front of the camera, just to, you know, not be just standing there and doing nothing. What else did I learn? Oh, just like, you know, which way you should be facing if you want, like, you know, the sun on your face, and like, it's just, and like the best lighting during the day. It's a whole fucking process, you guys, to get good photos, but we've done it for a while, so it's good. Yeah, but I'm going to eat this and then edit some stuff, and then we're probably going to the gym, which is going to be the next vlog. I want to take you guys through an entire back workout because my back is fucking ripped, okay? Let's be real. Elephant in the room. I'm just kidding. But a lot of you guys saw the last vlog or the last couple. I forget which one it was, like one of the two. And my back was just, it looked great, okay? Like I've been cutting, I've been really fucking working on my back. Like I've been hard at the back gains, okay? So I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing and take you guys through the entire thing and to give you guys substitutes as well, because sometimes you don't have everything at your gym or it's busy or, you know, the equipment is not the same. So yeah, anyways, love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my back workout. Bye.